I have notes. I
You have
prepared for this.
notes. So walk me through the notes over the last 6 months,
Um,
what you've been able to accomplish, everything that you've seen, everything you've done. Share that with the people.
well, yeah, I still have to post my pre and after, I guess, or before and after. So I'm getting to that. It's been a little bit busy lately.
Yep.
But definitely. So before I started, I did not have a budget. Like I never ever budgeted.
Yep.
So I spent freely thinking I had more money than I actually did. I guess like most people probably.
Hmm.
And I just felt like I was doing really well, actually. I knew, I knew I couldn't, like, I had this notion I would not be able to pay off my mortgage. Like, I just knew I knew it
Yep.
wasn't possible. It wasn't in the cards. I kind of thought that I might be okay for retirement based on what my financial advisor said.
Yep.
Um, but even though I still kind of kept asking almost like twice a year, how are we doing? Do you think I'm going to be okay? So I just
Yep.
had to kind of defer to them
Yep.
for that.
That's never a good feeling, is
Um,
it? It's horrible because
no,
like, they don't keep you updated, they don't educate you, and then all of a sudden they're like,
they
yeah, you're
give you the
good, but it's
bare
like,
minimum.
yes,
And if you don't know what kind of questions to ask, well, how do then you just basically kind of screwed, you know?
yes, yes,
So, and even though I have a great relationship with them, they're working for themselves, not for me. Like I
yep,
totally get it, you
yep,
know? So it's just, yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I see
yep.
is that your dog there? Yeah.
Yeah, one's over here and then one's over here.
Oh, you have two. That's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we used to have two, but one passed away, so now it's just one.
Oh,
Yeah, it happens, life, right?
yeah.
So no investment knowledge, period. I would defer to the financial guy, and I just had really like very, I guess, discomfort even talking about it. I'm like,
Sure.
you just cringe on the inside. So no confidence in money management due to lack of knowledge. I totally understand it now. I knew about amortization schedules, of course,
Huh?
because I had a mortgage, but I just didn't know how to play with the numbers, the chicken scratch.
Yep.
It's my favorite freaking thing to do. Like
It's kind of
it's so
fun.
fun. And math doesn't lie.
Uh-huh.
Like really, it's like right there, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of cool.
Shows you
So
how much
anyway,
interest
that's
you
where,
save, shows you the timeline, and it's
yeah.
exactly and precise to the penny. So it's not you don't guess. And I feel like a lot of people are just guessing on debt pay down,
Well, that's
and
the thing.
it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, exactly. So where I am at now, you're gonna love this answer. So I'm in the sacrifice season right now.
Okay, I see you listen to the
Unfortunately,
podcast.
yeah, I love your podcast, actually. Really, really cool stuff. Um, so yeah, I am looking forward to the abundance season.
Uh-huh.
But right now, like I'm still not over um those curveballs with my what is it called? The second mortgage. So I'm
Uh-huh.
paying yeah, they're still behind in paying out people. So I'm kind of carrying two mortgages right now with my income, so which has not been pretty, but it is what it is. I can't like
Sure.
I'm not gonna cry over it. I'm just So my daughter and I actually started Rover.
There you go.
So we're watching dogs now, and the latest edition. Actually, it's pretty profitable if
It
you find the
is.
plan,
100%.
especially puppies. So we're watching
Mhm.
the 6 months old. I think he's a cross between Rottweiler and a pit bull. Super, super cute, but super, super strong and like
Yeah.
they're muscular and big teeth, right? So
Don't piss them off.
no, you really need to know how to walk around. And he is a male too, so which is pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
now that we know, like now I'm not afraid of him anymore, so I know how to handle him. So she pays us for like $300 for 2 days and one night. That's pretty
Wow.
decent. It's
That's
like a
awesome.
$100 a day,
Oh yeah.
So we're doing that. And then I'm also I've applied for this it's a remote job. It's so with Russian, so teaching Russian writers AI, whatever, something to do with AI. I don't even know what it entails,
Yep.
to be honest with you. But I mean, I speak Russian. I've done copy editing before. I've done teaching. So I'm like, I can do this in my
For sure.
sleep.
Yeah.
So, so I just did this cool interview. They just basically give you three questions and you just record yourself on
Wow.
video. Like it's a
Okay.
one-way interview, like
There we go.
asynchronous, I think, and then you just submit them. So I'm waiting to hear back to see whether they think I can speak Russian or not. kind of funny when it's my first language. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, so then I still continue to use the budget, of course, even
Yep.
though, I feel like yeah, the other thing is my pay has switched from semi-monthly to bi-weekly. So my budget was based on the semi-monthly, and now it's like, oh, it's such shit. So it's trying to, do you know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yes,
I
yes.
get this. But
You have to
anyways,
adjust the investment a little bit on the back end. Yeah,
yeah, because there's 2 months where I actually make I get
three
three
paychecks.
times pay, which is really nice. I wish every month was like that, but
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, so budget, intentional spending, every dollar is allocated. So I have investment knowledge now, as you well know, I do because
Yep.
we talked about it
You've
before. And
adjusted all your investments. You've taken them back over, which is amazing.
I just like the idea of being in control. And
Mhm.
I mean, I think that the thing that scared me the most was that I thought it was difficult, but then I realized it's not difficult, right?
That's the
And I think
aha.
exactly, it's like it's freaking simple. So why are
Nobody
people making
tells you
such a
it
big
though,
deal
so it's
out of
like
it?
it's an unknown territory. It's scary in the beginning, but that's why I say
Yeah.
education solves all most problems.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And it's confidence too, right? The more you
Yep.
do it, the better
Yep.
you get at it, like
Yep.
everything else. So now I have my clear plan of what I need to do. Like even now I can't do what I need to do. I know that as soon as I'm able to,
Yep.
then I'll be back on track. So I know where I need to go with this.
I love
Uh,
it. So it's clarity, confidence, it's vision,
yeah.
and it's that's a game changer. That's a life game
Yeah.
changer. Because then
Like,
it impacts your confidence in every single area of life because you know where
dude,
you're
I
headed.
know shit now. I get it. Like I totally get when you talk about things, I'm like, yeah, I know what he's talking about. I
Yeah,
listen to podcasts on money. Like I really enjoy it. Like
I
when,
love it.
when this I do this, what is it called? It's a Canadian site. It's called Stock Trades.
Yeah,
He's actually really knowledgeable. I like how he reviews his ETFs
yeah,
and I listen to and I understand everything he's talking about. I'm like,
I
this
love
is
it.
incredible. So I do like that. So yeah, confidence definitely all around. A huge shift in mind in terms of money. I'm not really scared of money.
Yep.
And I still try to have an abundance mindset, even though I'm a little bit, sacrificing right now, but that's okay. It will change.
Sure,
And
sure.
and the other thing is right now, like before joining your program, I never even thought about potentially buying a business
Uh-huh.
or getting on this multifamily syndication deal. And
Yep.
now that's all I think about. I've contacted Ben and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, because he's doing this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And it seems like it's really straightforward,
Yep.
but I don't have the capital right now. But then
It's
he said,
expensive.
well, you probably could do it without your own capital, but it's a little bit,
I would, if I were you, I would go in with
yeah,
capital, the idea of capital. I mean,
yeah.
it's a leverage. You can leverage a lot. Debt, you can leverage other people's capital, but like I would go in with a pretty strong footing versus like scraping by, hoping to make somebody else come and
Yeah.
pay for the business. It's a
So
tough
how
game to
much
play.
would you think I need?
No, it depends, right? So like let's say a business is doing 250,000 EBITDA, right? It's selling at 3 to 5 multiples. So let's say it's selling at 4 multiple, right? To make it even in the middle. So $1 million business that you're
Yeah,
buying. So $1 million, how much are you gonna pay for $1 million? It costs $1 million. How are you gonna get the capital to have $1 million? Has this different strategies for that, but I mean, I would personally at least put $100,000 of my own capital down, at least
right.
10%. You basically are
Okay,
leveraging 90% in that situation.
I
What are
see.
you comfortable with taking on from a bank loan, which is pretty significant? And then does that business have the capital to pay that off really quickly after, to where you
Okay.
break even for the first couple of years, you pay off the bank loan, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're rolling in cash flow down the road.
Right.
But like there's a lot, it's not just like it's straightforward, but it's not really straightforward. Like
Yeah, I
there's a
get it.
lot of risk with buying a business, and you just got to be very, very cautious in knowing you need mentors in that space. You can't just like
Yeah,
randomly go buy a business without understanding somebody that's actually done it before.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
good,
see,
good
so
idea
I'm
though.
not there then yet. I'm not there yet because like I have this 215,000 tied up and I don't know when I'll get it back. So maybe
Right,
one.
right. And I think you'll get there. I think especially I highly recommend it to look down that direction. If you want to be more passive, like the real estate syndication would be an excellent opportunity. It's not as big of a return, obviously, than a business, but again, it's all about risk reward in the financial
Yeah.
game, right? It's the same case with anything.
Yeah. So then the other thing is like with getting into one of those deals, they're kind of based out of the US, right? So it's like I am,
Yes, the real estate deals are all in the US. They're either Phoenix, Dallas, or
yeah.
Charlotte.
So I wouldn't be able to partake in that. So I would have to look for something local, right?
Probably. I don't know. I'd have to ask them. I'd have to ask them if they can take foreign investors, technically speaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm sure I am actually going to meet with them tomorrow. They're going to be in town, so I'll ask them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you mind sending me a message, just letting me
Yeah.
know?
100%. Follow up with me on like Saturday or something like that if I don't message you, but
Oh
it should
yeah,
be
no rush. I mean, I'm not yeah, I can't rush with this right now.
I'll
So, but
text him right now actually. Can Canadian
are you texting what's is it Aaron
Ben and
something?
Aaron. Yeah, I just text him
Oh,
for you.
so they're together, Ben and Aaron? Like they
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna go out to dinner and stuff and meet with them and talk with them.
Wait, are you talking about Aaron with oh, is Aaron no, Aaron a guy? Are you talking
Yeah.
about Aaron something?
Yeah, Ben and
What's the
Aaron
last name?
are the real estate partners that came and talked to us.
I don't think I was
Maybe,
there, but
maybe
I
you're.
listened to your podcast.
Oh, Eric. You're thinking
Oh,
Eric.
Eric. I'm like,
That's
wait a
a
minute.
that's a different partner. Yes. Okay, that's a different partner.
He has a funny name. I couldn't remember the name, the last
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
name.
Yes.
So yeah, I
So
think that was
talk to me about what would you tell somebody that's sitting on the sideline trying to get their finances right? They're so worried. They're worried if this is a scam. They're saying that I'm going to steal their
yeah.
money and not help them. What would
I
you tell
was
that
like that
individual?
too. I think everyone that comes, well, because we see you on social
For
media.
sure,
I
100%.
mean, most people have been burned by social media. I know I was burned on crypto on social media, on Instagram. So you
Yep.
really need to know.
Yep.
But I think you just have to it's like it's your gut feeling. You just go by your gut feeling, you know, whether you trust you and you have the presence everywhere.
You know, it's
So
funny. Everybody says that.
clearly,
Exactly what you just said. Everyone says trust
yeah,
your gut. And I always say that too. I'm like,
yeah.
guys, use judgment. Like, come on. Like, you can tell if
Yeah.
someone's a scammer. I feel like it's not that hard.
And I mean, you're everywhere and your face is legit, right? It's not like you're using someone's body to to
For
talk to
sure.
people. So
Yep.
and then I mean, there's no obligation. You just talk to, I can't
Eh,
remember, was it Kyle?
Mike, Kyle. Yeah,
And
yeah.
book a
Probably Kyle.
call and just and then ask all your questions, which I did. I actually sold Kyle. I'm like, are you gonna close me, man, or what? Like, what's taking so long? I closed
Kyle's a
myself.
softie.
I was
Kyle's
close
just
my-
sitting there letting you come to him and talking to you. That's how
I
he
know.
is.
I want to be closed, damn it. Let's go. So
He's
yeah,
a
I
good
would
guy. Good,
say
great guy. I
that
love
and
Kyle.
also just jump in and don't wait. Like I wish I had done this sooner because I think I watched it for a couple of years. I just didn't think I could spend the 5 grand, you know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
but I do
I'm happy
realize
for you.
it's
I'm glad that you took that leap of faith, and obviously the results are there.
yeah,
What would you tell somebody that's wanting to their like even not even finance, not even the academy, just in general, like somebody that keeps saying like because I hear this every single day. Hey, I really want to get my finances in order. I really want to get my finances in
yeah,
order, but they don't take any action. They just sit there, and it's like, what would you tell an
yeah,
individual, not even academy related, just in general?
yeah. Well, just think about it. If you don't take any action now, then you're going to be in the same boat a year from now or 2 years from now. Your situation will not change. Like I
Yep.
know that from my own perspective. And I'm like, shit, I was here in the same position last year and I did not take any action. So I'm like, I just had this like, I don't know, this thing that goes through your body. It's like a revelation. I'm like, I have to do it. Like I just have to do it
Yep.
because like
Yep.
even now I'm getting goosebumps because it's true.
Yep.
So you just yeah, you make a
I
decision
love
and you jump in.
I really like that. So you assessed you've been following me for years before you joined, and then you were like, I'm in the same position as last year. I haven't made any
Yeah,
progress, and that was
nothing
that your
changed.
trigger moment of like, hey, I'm gonna join?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
happens
And
all the time.
honestly, Brennan, I talked to Kyle on December 19th. I mean, I thought I was just gonna call and have a chat to see.
Yep.
I wasn't prepared to make a decision, but I kind of decided right there and then. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. Like, I
Sure.
liked what he said. I had a concern about you being in the US and I'm in Canada,
Sure.
whether I would get the value out of the program. And yeah, I got the value is invaluable, really. My experience
Sure.
was great. And just being this, I don't know, like I have a family for life now. If I have something I need to run by you guys,
Always
I just
here.
post. And basically, and it's people are like-minded with great outlook on life and just trying to get better.
Yep.
And I also want to teach this. Like I'm trying to get with my godson. He's 22 or 23.
Uh-huh.
So I'm giving him your book, but I want to walk him through everything so he's accountable to me because I want to
Yeah.
set him from the get-go.
22
So
years old, 23 years old. He's going to change his whole life.
yeah, yeah. And then my daughter, she's 22, but she'll be in law school for 2 years. And then right after that, I think we're gonna focus on paying off her debts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then right after investing. And
Amazing.
basically, I told her I'll be managing her money. So, and then like I have big plans for that.
Now you've become the expert, and it's exactly what we want you to become. We want you to become
Yeah,
not reliant on us. Like you can leverage us, you can talk to us, you can ask us questions, but like
yeah,
we don't want you to be like, hey, I need your help at all times. We want you to be able to be independent. That's exactly what you've gotten, which
right.
is amazing to see.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we can help you with, like right this second?